In the spring of 2024, we travelled to the west of Scotland, a wild place with a stunning landscape. We scoured the coasts, the lochs and the mountains for wildlife. What we discovered was just wonderful. In 2022, we travelled widely across Scotland, from seeing dolphins at Challenry Point to pine martens in Moira. This time we headed to Mull and Ardnamurchan and then back across central Scotland. We travelled in our motorhome, which meant we could get a bit closer to wildlife, but there were a fair few people with the same idea. Quite surprisingly, a lot of the species we saw were very similar to those we see at home. House sparrows, beautiful little cold-tip, absolutely gorgeous birds, and then also these great tits. This was on a bird feeder at one of the campsites we stayed in. Song thrush and beautiful blackbirds, plus the very noisy grey lag geese that we have on our lakes at home. But here at home, these guys don't have to worry about being predated by eagles. And then along the coast there's gorgeous Arctic terns. We have carrion crows at home. These are the hooded crow versions that you get in the west of Scotland. But we do get these gorgeous little linnets. This is a meadow pipit, and the next little bird, I think, is called a twite. These are quite rare, and so it was great to see one and be able to capture it on film. Here's a skylark. Normally you see them high in the sky with their wonderful song. These are common gulls, and again, we don't see these at home. Much smaller than the huge herring gulls you get along the coast. We watch cormorants on around the lakes at home, but here, this one is in the beautiful sound of Mull. These gorgeous eider ducks are so striking. And it is just wonderful watching gannets fly into their feeding grounds. Yet another first for me, a pair of red-breasted mergansers. And then maybe my favourite experience of the whole trip, filming great northern divers. So many of them around. In North America, great northern divers are called loons. In Scotland, we were regularly hearing the call of the loon. Such an eerie and haunting sound. And then some birds just don't see at all, and I've never seen a whimbrel, curlews and whimbrels. This is a shag flying away from me, and then to a bird I've never seen before, wheatear. The males are beautiful. The females are absolutely stunning with their pastel colours. And on Ardnamurchan, as the tides rose and fell, we spent hours watching these beautiful little sedge warblers. And in the same place, we loved watching these ringed plovers. In central Scotland, I went searching for dippers. Here's a pied wagtail. But eventually, the dippers were there. Back on the coast, in Ardnamurchan, I'd never seen so many shelduck in one place. And along the coast in western Scotland, the common sandpiper appears to be extremely common. We saw so many of them everywhere we went. And it was the same with oyster catchers, absolutely striking birds. The calls we heard wherever we went. And then there's the hunters, starting with these beautiful cronking pair of ravens. We absolutely loved watching the herons fishing around the coasts. And we saw so many wonderful buzzards. It's very easy when you're looking for eagles and you spot a buzzard to say, oh, it's just a buzzard. But watching them in flight is magnificent. And I even managed to record one dropping like a stone on prey. So what about Scotland's iconic species? The big five. Well, we didn't see any red squirrels. We didn't see pine martens this year. We did see a lot of these, common seals and grey seals. And then there's of course the iconic red deer. These are everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Residents in the west of Scotland, the north of Scotland and elsewhere I think in Scotland have deer fences in their gardens because they want to protect their shrubs and flowers. We had a stunning time watching wildlife in Scotland, but did we get to see the two species that I really wanted to get to film? Otters and eagles. Absolutely wonderful. A mother otter and her cub. And then on Ardnamurchan, it's only a white-tailed sea eagle. So if you ever get the chance to get to these wild places, you have to do it.